Hello, welcome, leaders of color, to another Impact News broadcast. I am Rashonda Williams. I pray everyone had a great holiday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm struggling today. So we gonna get right into it, y'all. Again, I'm Rashonda Williams with Collective Impact. If you know a nonprofit leader of color or aspiring nonprofit leader of color, please share this with them. Like, comment, tell us where you're from, your organization mission. We'd love to connect with you. So we're going to get right into it, y'all. Grant alerts, quick reminders. We have the She Boss Up grant is the deadline is in 2 days, y'all. We've been talking about this all month, and the deadline had been extended to the 30th. So deadline for the She Boss Up grant up to $60,000 in grant packages. That's coming up the 30th, y'all. The information will be in the chats. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the show notes. But LinkedIn and Facebook, Tim is going to drop it in the comments for us. So apply for this. This is a bunch of women who got together collectively, donated their time, money, products to serve and to help amplify impact for women-owned businesses and nonprofits. Deadline is the 30th coming up. Also, the American Association of University Women, their community action grant, the deadline is December 1st. And then the Sony Create Action Grant, y'all, that's with the $50,000. $50,000 in Sony equipment, and they're going to produce a documentary. Sony is going to produce a documentary to highlight your organization's impact. Deadline is November 30th, and then they have another deadline, which is December 31st. So if you just seeing this, don't try and apply for the one in 2 days. Do the December 31st one, because this is major. $50,000 in products, a documentary produced by Sony. Listen, get with me. I got scripts for days. I help you out. I get you together. So those are the deadlines that are approaching. She Boss Up, the American Association of University Women. That's from $3,000 to $10,000 for organizations that amplify and empower gender equality through their organization. And then the Community Action Grant. Can't remember what those was, but if you want to see, we've been talking about it the last 2 or 3 lives. I want to keep this to 30 minutes, y'all. So you could check out the replay on YouTube. So, all right. And also, so we know that Giving Tuesday starts tomorrow. Many of you probably have been making your ask already, engaging your donors, kind of giving your community a heads up. But I wanted to just really quickly talk about the disparities in giving to organizations led by people of color. So annually, there are $450 billion donated in the United States of America. And of that $450 billion, only $1 billion is donated to, these are Black-led organizations. It's such a big gap, y'all. I couldn't even find information about, Native-led organizations, Asian-led organization, Latinx led organizations. So there is a huge gap. So for this community spotlight, I wanted to just bring and shout out 2 awesome organizations, which is the GivingGap. They're a nonprofit organization, and their mission is to close that giving back. That $1 billion to that $450 million. They're dedicated to helping organizations led by people of color get funding during Giving Tuesday, right? So their information, if you have never heard of the Giving Gap, Their information will be in the comments in the YouTube, the show notes. You can register. They have a directory of Black-led organizations that they're trying. Their goal is to donate $50,000. Is to raise $50,000 through their platform for Black-led organizations. And then another awesome nonprofit organization I'd like to highlight that is working to close that giving gap for organizations led by people of color is the Give 828 by the Young Black Giving Back Institute. Now, they do their fundraising during Black Philanthropy Month, which is in August. And if you go to their website, August 28th, a lot of historical things happen. I know one, President Obama was elected for the Democratic candidate. That's the day that Dr. Martin Luther King gave his The Fierce Urgency of Now, which is the real name of the I Have a Dream speech. And then there's other awesome things that happen on that day. So they celebrate Black history on Black Philanthropy Month. And then this year, 2022, this was their fifth year doing it. For their 5-year anniversary, they fundraised not just on the 8/28, but from August 28th to the 31st of August. They raised over $252,000 for 1,700 nonprofits, Black-led and or Black benefiting. So we definitely have to get involved as a community. There are a lot of organizations that are boots on ground. They're making it happen for underrepresented communities, and they need our support. So please consider giving to Native-led, Asian-led, Black-led, Latinx-led nonprofits this Giving Tuesday. All right, so that's my whole thing. All right. So back to grant alerts. That was a PSA. Walmart. Shout out to Tim because he sent this one to us. Soon as the press release came out, it was November 21st, Walmart had talked about their Spark Good campaign. And he sent that to me like, oh, we need to talk about this. So thank you, Tim. You the man. Spark Good, this is awesome. So everyone know about the community grants Walmart gives, right? They also are having what's called a roundup, where customers in the store, listen, y'all ain't even got to do nothing. You just got to go to their website. You got to register on what's called Front Door, and that information will be in the show notes and or comments. But customers can round up when they're at Walmart, right? And then they'll ask them. And you've been asked when you was at the store, like, would you like to donate to such and such, such? So just let your community know, hey, when you're going to Walmart doing your Christmas shopping this holiday season, make sure that you donate to our organization. So they'll ask them, do you want to donate to, let's say, the Program Inc. You want to donate to the Program Inc. They're like, yeah, you want to round up. So they could round up their transactions at Walmart during the holiday season. They already there. They're already spending money. They're already in Christmas spirit. And you're giving them a heads up. You got to give them a heads up too, to let them know that this option is available. So that's one of the programs through the Walmart Spark Good campaign. So they get to round up to the nearest dollar to donate to your charity. They also have a registry, which is kind of cool. So if you need like some products, you need some computer equipment, office supplies for your organization, you go on to their website and set up a registry, just like a baby registry or wedding registry. You put all the products on there. Let your donors in your community know that you have this registry, and they can just go there and they can buy the stuff and it gets shipped right to you, not even to the store. So that's awesome. They also have what's called a space request in this Spark Good campaign. So local organizations can request space outside of Walmart stores and neighborhood markets for the purpose of fundraising or community awareness campaign. Again, you register on Front Door for this. So that one's awesome, but you really have to consider if that's your audience, if that's your target market. So there's a lot of things that need to be considered, but the opportunity is there. That's nice, right? You could also get product donations from Walmart. These are called in-kind donations, so you can get supplies in bulk, right? So if you serve mothers in the community, you can get diapers at bulk. You can get, baby clothes at bulk. So that's the product donation. And then everybody knows about the community grants. And then this one is awesome too. So like I know State Farm does it and like other organizations that do it, but now Walmart is having associate engagement. So if you need volunteers for your organization, you can register on Front Door on in the information to be in the show notes and the comments to get volunteers from Walmart to like help with your events. That's awesome because I know a lot of people in our community say that they don't get a lot of volunteer support. So you can get Walmart associates to, and make sure you track it too. Make sure you track those hours and know what your state hourly rate for volunteer hours are and put that on your financial statements as well. If you want more information about that, get with our girl, Kyla Graham with Synergy Accounting Advisory. But I do know that nonprofits can track volunteer hours as monetary value on their financial statements. And then what else we got for Walmart Spark Good? So learn more about it. There'll be 2 websites. Thank you, Tim. Tim already owned it. He owned it. Thank you, Tim. To learn more about the different programs, because I know I just did a really quick overview because I'm trying to stay on this 30 minutes. I've been doing so good, y'all. So proud of myself. Hey, praise God. And the link to register for their donation nonprofit platform, which is called Front Door, will be in there as well. The next one we're going to talk about is TechSoup. So this is, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Just kidding. Facebook user that is. And hi Tanya. Hope you had um a great Thanksgiving. So TechSoup is an awesome organization that donates equipment like computers, PCs, laptops. They have donated and discounted products, right? So you can go to techsoup.org and get the information on how you can do that. So, we just had Black Friday and today, Cyber Monday. Um, if you do have to purchase a laptop, they have like Black Friday prices. Like the prices is really, really affordable for organizations to get laptops or tablets, phones. They have like computer software, like, QuickBooks, which I'm not a fan of. Wave app is where it's at. You're welcome. Much better than QuickBooks, but they have software like Adobe, Microsoft, all the things. So really check that out. It's great product discounts and hardware, computer hardware as well on TechSoup. Again, information will be in the show notes or the chats. All right, last grant alert is the Meadows Foundation. The Meadows Foundation is a private family foundation on a mission to improve the quality and circumstances of life for the people of Texas. So this is for Texas, the good country of Texas. And the focus is mental health and specifically, finding research and ways to increase access to effective mental care health and developing approaches to validate measures that track systems and outcomes of depression. So, if your organization is in Texas and you focus on mental health, specifically research, increasing mental health care, and then how to measure outcomes and symptoms of depression, the Meadows Foundation grant is for you. This is awesome. Applications are accepted throughout the year. The information for the Meadows Foundation grant for the good old country of Texas, it will be in the chats and show notes. All right. So, yeah, Giving Tuesday is tomorrow. Who is anybody revving up for that? Tanya, do you guys have a Giving Tuesday campaign? And if so, tell us what platform you're using, because there's a lot of different platforms. So Meta is matching donations given on from November 15th to, nope, that's the wrong one. November 15th to no. Yeah, that's right. So they're matching 100% of donations made on Facebook and or Instagram from November 15th to December 31st. Read the details on that. It was kind of confusing, but they said for the second reoccurring donation. So if you want to reach back out to donors, be on top of that. And also y'all let your donors know. Don't be doing all that humble stuff, putting anonymous, because if they put anonymous, you're not going to have their information. You're not going to be able to reach out to them. Pretty sure Facebook has it, but you will not be able to know their name, their email address. Only thing you will see is the amount that they give. So let your communities know that if they're going to donate to your giving campaign on the socials, the Meta, Instagram, and Facebook, please do not do anonymous, and just tell them, like, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for your contribution. But if you say anonymous, we ain't going to know who you are. And then they're going to be feeling some kind of way about your organization. And it's because they put anonymous when they made the donation. So please, y'all, tell them that. And then also GiveButter is another fundraising platform, online fundraising platform. They are giving away 5,000 grants for Giving Tuesday for the most creative campaigns. So, put your thinking caps on. I've seen some awesome stuff. Shout out to Teens of Color Abroad. Awesome founder Lamar Shambly in Brooklyn, New York. They are auctioning off Airbnb. They're bidding off Airbnb in upstate New York for their donors. I was like, brilliant when I saw that. So something out the box like that, So shout out to Teens of Color Abroad, just doing great things for Black and Brown babies in Brooklyn. And not just Brooklyn, they're founded in Brooklyn, but they have an online language learning program, so they can get all the Black and Brown babies, teaching them different languages and then taking them to study abroad. Great mission, wonderful founder. If that's something that you're interested in, I definitely suggest following them and just kind of seeing what they do, because they doing it. So yeah, GiveButter's giving away 5,000 grants for Giving Tuesday. Meta's matching donations made from November 15th to December 31st. And yeah, woo, big good time. Yes. So if you're just joining, I am Rashonda Williams with Collective Impact, and our mission is to help nonprofits led by people of color like be successful, overcome the barriers that are preventing them from having impact on their community. And one of those barriers is access to funding and or self-funding their organization. So we're here every week on LinkedIn, in our Facebook group and YouTube, giving grant alerts. We're talking about what's trending in the social impact and nonprofit sector. And then we're also giving updates from our network of nonprofit professionals, lovingly referred to as the collective, from marketing to grant writing, whatever professional you need to fill in the gap for your organization. We have done the vetting. We've reached out to the best of the best. And then they are available to hire to take your organization to the next level. I've been talking a lot about grant writing. Dr. Beverly Browning birthday was last week, and we had the accelerator training with AGM Virtual Services. So today, for our way of giving Black, we are having our course, which is Impact Academy. Now, Impact Academy is for organizations that need to learn. We have two different bundles available. So there's the leadership and team building bundle, and then there's also the marketing and branding bundle. So those are areas that you want to be intentional about working on in 2023. Our bundles are for you. Our courses are based on the biblical principles of servant leadership, unity, and stewardship, right? So not only are we teaching you how to do it, but it's a character, biblically based way of running your organization's God's way. So here are the instructors. We got Dr. Sherman Green. Dr. Sherman Green is an instructor, a professor. He's a life coach, and he's CEO of Strategic Directions. And he's teaching a course on conflict resolution in our leadership and team building bundle. So I really like one thing that Dr. Sherman Green said is that conflict is inevitable, and that we only think about conflict in a negative way. Conflict is when there are different opposing views on a thing. So if you got volunteers, you got a board of directors with X amount of people, not everyone is going to agree. So Dr. Green gave some great tips, and he's also got biblical backing for his course on how to resolve conflict resolution and how to meet your people where they are. He also has a assessment, which is something that I highly recommend for nonprofit leaders and organizations to do amongst their board, their staff, and their volunteers, some type of assessment so that you can see where people's strengths are and that you can put them where they're going to excel, right? You're going to understand their strengths, and then you can, give them projects and delegate tasks that are centered around their strengths, right? So I once served on the board, and the founder was like, "Yeah, we want you to be the treasurer." And I was like, "I appreciate that you trust me. I do. But you do not want me being your treasurer." As soon as she said it, I got anxiety. I started sweating and I just was stressing out. So you don't want the people who are serving their time to be like, weary of what you have them doing, right? Because then they won't do it, right? So he has an people map assessment. So Dr. Sherman Green's information, you can connect with him on LinkedIn, or you can purchase the Impact Academy Leadership and Team Building Bundle to learn more about him. You could also reach out to him if that's an area that you need assistance in. We also have the wonderful, beautiful, brilliant Mac Jane Creighton. She is an author, and she is the founder of Dream Mentorship, which is a nonprofit organization. She's actually a she's going for her PhD right now in nonprofit management. So she's phenomenal, and she's taught a course. Well, she did a live with our group for leading with an abundant mindset, which is so important because as the leader, you set the tone for your organization. So if you're leading with abundant mindset, something that is very rare in the nonprofit organization, but times are changing in the name of Jesus. So Mac Jane Creighton, she's amazing. She's teaching leading with an abundant mindset. And then we also in our marketing and branding course, and then me, I am an Air Force veteran, so I'm bringing that to the table to help you all learn how to build a team with our Collaborate with Purpose course. I also taught managing the vision and producing results using a project management tool called ClickUp, because again, you got a board, you got staff, you got the stuff you need to do internally, operational. There's a lot of moving parts with running an organization, and I definitely give a walkthrough of the software ClickUp just so that you can manage the vision and produce results. So, and then another course that I taught in that bundle is servant leadership. So we'll talk about, leadership in the secular point of view, and then how do you lead in the kingdom way. So that's actually my favorite class because, I talk about the book of Nehemiah. But, and then our other bundle is the nonprofit branding and marketing. So, we have the wonderful Tiana Anderson. She is a copyright strategist, messaging strategist, excuse me. I like to say that she is lyrical. She is just phenomenal, like with words. So she's teaching a course called Mastering Your Messaging. That's very important as a nonprofit organization. So, we're in the giving end of year season. Giving Tuesday is tomorrow. And then, I know when organizations reach out to me, I always go to their pages and I can't figure out like, who do you serve? Do you serve children or do you serve three-eyed kittens? So your messaging, when people go to your page, they should absolutely, the first 2 3 posts, they should know who you serve, where you're from, what your mission is. So Tiana is going to help with getting your messaging, the way you communicate what your organization does, on your marketing, digital, all the social platforms, so that it's consistent across the board. Another awesome collective member is Angelica G. Miller. Like last week, I talked about her accelerator strategy course. She is project management queen. I took one of Angelica classes a few years ago, and it's definitely took me to the next level with my project management, because y'all, this is a lot. Like, we got the collective, we got y'all. It's a lot of logistics too. Although we're not a nonprofit organization, but we got a lot of people connected to the collective, which collective impact, right? So I took her course and it really, really helped me a lot. And she is teaching in the nonprofit brand and marketing bundle. She's teaching about social media. She's a social media and business management individual for Angelica G. Miller Virtual Services. And she's teaching about scheduling, content scheduling, and strategy. So those are our 2 courses. You just met the wonderful instructors. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I said Tiana Anderson, her business, she's the CEO and copywriter of AIM, which is Anderson Innovative Marketing. And so, again, we got the leadership and team building courses included in that. Also, you get a digital workbook as well. You can fill it out or you can print it out. I'm a printed out kind of person, but you can fill it out digitally or you can print it out. The leadership and um, team building bundle has conflict resolution, managing the vision and producing results with me, servant leadership with me, collaborate with purpose with me. And then also the bonus is the live with Mac Jane Creighton, leading with an abundant mindset. And then for the branding and not marketing and branding bundle, we got master your messaging with Tiana Anderson. content strategy and scheduling with Angelica G. Miller. And then, oh, I forgot, I did market research and strategy. So as a nonprofit organization, you have 4 different segments of people and how to get that research to meet them where they are and then to speak to them in the way that you need to speak to them. And also branding. Branding is so much more than a logo and website and graphics. It's your reputation. It's more than just a visual. So we go into that. So for our Cyber Monday and Black Friday, we are offering a $50 off of our Impact Academy bundles, both bundles. So both bundles are available for $99. And on top of that, because research isn't key, we understand that only 10% of individuals actually complete on-demand courses that they purchase. Only 10%. Hopefully some of y'all are 10%. Because we know that though, we're also going to add in 75-minute Q&A call. So if you purchase one of the bundles, you're going to get a pre-call, which will be 30 minutes, just to kind of see where you at. And I may even customize based on what you need. I might even customize the courses that we have, because we have, a plethora of courses in Impact Academy to what you need to meet you where you are. So then we'll talk about that beforehand. And then once you complete the course, you'll have a 45-minute call after that to ask any questions, to get any clarification, to get any feedback and suggestions, or just to talk about it. Y'all, I can talk. I'm at 31:33 right now. I'm supposed to be at 30 minutes. Y'all, I can talk. But I love nonprofits. And again, that's our mission, is to help our organizations do what they do well. So I definitely would love to meet you and talk to you and then help you get the tools to take it to the next level and to connect you to whoever in the collective can help you do that as well. So that's it, y'all. Boom. So you can go to our website. That information will be in the show notes and the chats. Thanks to Tim. And you can use code GiveThanks22 to get your $50 off of either the conflict, the leadership and team development bundle, or the nonprofit marketing and branding bundles from Impact Academy. So I'm going to look at the comments. See, we got some comments here. All right. So no questions. I pray this helped you all. Again, we had talked about the Walmart Spark Good campaigns. They have different opportunities for nonprofits, the Roundup, the community grants, the volunteers, space request as well. So all the information is in the show notes in the comments. We also talked about the She Boss Up grant. If you haven't applied, do that. Up to $60,000. And y'all, I just want to be like, yeah, that's all our community. I just want nonprofits to just show up and show out, y'all. So come on. If you need more clarification on what the requirements are for the She Boss Up grant, I believe it was our Impact Academy Live on November 7th, where I broke it down, each requirement to be eligible for that, and gave tips on how you can find that information. And you can watch the replays on our LinkedIn or YouTube. Probably would be better. I think it was either November 7th or the 14th when I broke down the She Boss requirements and eligibility. And then the AAUW for organizations that empower young women. Deadline is December 1st. And the Create Action with Sony, y'all, come on. And that's in 2 days, November 30th, or the last application acceptance is December 31st for 2022. And I believe also in the last Impact Live on the 7th or the 14th, I broke down into the requirements and the specifics for those as well. So, Tanya, you still on here? You said where can you get what information? So all of the whatever I talked about will be in the chats or in so LinkedIn is weird. Um, Tim usually goes back and put it in there. So if you on LinkedIn, yes, you're on LinkedIn. It'll be there in a moment, Tanya. But Facebook, they drop them right in the chat as we're going. So hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can message me, Tanya. So I pray you all have a wonderful week and that your efforts tomorrow during Giving Tuesday are amazing. Remember to go live before if you're participating. If you are doing it through Facebook or Instagram, inform your community that don't be put no anonymous. We want to know who you are, and so that you can reach back out to them because they are matching grants, but they are matching reoccurring grants, right? So if they give on Giving Tuesday, you got till the end of the year to reach back out to them, be like, hey, thanks for $25. You want to give 10 more dollars? And then Meta will match that. I don't understand why, but I guess they're trying to work on donor retention. Who knows? But make sure you let them know not to be anonymous. Go live, pin your campaigns, be very, very specific where you want people to donate. And do check-ins too. Like, hey, we at $500. It's noon. We at $500. Just to create that momentum and excitement around it. Because I know it's kind of hard to ask for donations for some people. So just make it fun. And again, this is a handshake, not a handout. They're partnering with you, and it is not your responsibility to bear the burden of financially backing your organization. It's just not. Large organizations don't do that, and we're not going to do that either. So, God bless you. God keep you. And until next week. Lord willing, we'll be back. Bye bye.